Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sima. Thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across this video about a woman talking about Kamala Harris, how she is not for Black people. And she said Kamala Harris was asked a question and if she was Black, right? She paused. And there are some other questions that she's been asked so far that she has refused to answer. And I am going to say this. I am really very tired of people, especially people that look like me, coming out online to pew some race disease rhetoric and all with that. Now, let me tell us this. It is okay if you do not want to vote for Kamala Harris. Nobody's going to beat you. Nobody will flog you. And it is okay, too, if you decide to vote for Donald Trump. Nobody will also beat you, right? Now, enough of coming out online to give your, it's okay to give your opinion, but when you are giving your opinion and you are making it look like you have the truth and the facts, when sincerely speaking, you did not even make any research or you are not absolutely sure of what you are saying, right? The truth is that online is just a very big place where you sometimes you give wrong information that people that are also not informed will also run with it. Like now, I am going to say this. Like I keep talking, I do not have anybody that I am endorsing, but whoever my own people choose, right, that they want to vote for, I absolutely will give it my 100%, right? Because in the end, it's all about you people. What hurts you people will eventually hurt me. But first of all, you all need to decide because it will get to you first before it gets to me. Let's get into this video.
Today's broadcast is about the fact of the many questions, the several little soft answers that she was given. She was probably given the information before she even answered the questions beforehand. Nevertheless, when asked about what did she have to say when Donald Trump questioned her blackness, when Donald Trump questioned her identity, guess what she said? She paused for a long time. Go watch it, y'all. Kamala paused for a long time, like she was confused, which she is, and said, same old, she said something about it being the same old tactic or something from before. Next question. So those of you all who out there are part of fraternities and sororities with your funny looking self trying to act like she's so black, she distanced herself from her blackness. She knows she is a whole South Asian Indian, which is fine to be that. Just stop lying. Stop Rachel Dolezal yourself. Stop Rachel Dolezal in your blackness. She knew not to do that. She distanced herself. She wouldn't even say she's proud to be a black woman. She didn't even say she's proud to be a piece of a black woman. She didn't say that she was proud of her identity. She didn't say she was proud of her heritage. She didn't even say the word black. Go watch the video. Did you all hear what I just said? We're trying to show you that it's y'all that's imposing upon her blackness. When she started to be questioned about her blackness in times past, it wasn't because folks were trying to sit up there and say, oh, well, her dad is from Jamaica, so technically she's got some black in her. That's not what folks were saying years ago. Folks were saying years ago when she was locking up disproportionately black people, when her policies as prosecutor of San Francisco and then she got a promotion and became the attorney general of the entire state of California, folks started to question her blackness family when she did not embrace her blackness and when she started doing pro-white supremacist anti-black policies. How many of y'all know it don't matter how black or how melanated you are? Y'all know we have a habit in our culture of saying that ain't black if your behavior or if your vibration or what you stand for is against your people. Because of her positions, because her energy was anti-black, because she literally was about to be held in contempt of court because the Supreme Court told her as Attorney General to release people from prison and she refused to. Everybody that's black knew that her fighting the court and refusing to release prisoners and fighting to keep disproportionate black folks in prison by saying we need their cheap labor to fight fires, everybody knew that ain't black. You understand? When she was prosecutor of just San Francisco, she was pushing to throw parents behind bars, people said, oh, she ain't black. How many of you all know it don't matter how dark, how much melanin you have, we will tell you. Today's broadcast is about the fact of the many questions, the several little soft answers that
some of y'all are reading into the situation too much. And let's be honest, when you look at take the celebrities for example, when each and every one of them have been experienced or inherited as an interrace. Take Halle Berry. Halle Berry was down with the blacks until she started doing all kinds of black entertainment movies and shows and this and everything. And then when the black man was not treating her right, she also crossed over and went into Hollywood and started to do real pictures. And then she ended up receiving an Academy Award. And pretty much with all the awards that she had, the Academy Award she played was a mother who was a single parent whose husband was going on death row, and she ended up engaging with a white man. Okay? From the time she did that, that was her meal ticket. And then she felt that she was a part of she was part of the white world. Okay? When she started dating and getting involved with all these white men, even though situations had happened and turned left, she thought that she was the cream of the crumb because guess what? She played a role as Queenie, which was an Alex Haley book, and it came into a movie where she played as a slave who was interrace because her father was white and her mother was black, but she was high yellow. And in that sequence, she was always even from the end of the movie, she went back to the roots that she was in and was showing her kids where she originally came from. Even though her life of her as a childhood and even going through the stages of being a free woman was a nightmare. But she really still wanted to be accepted as part of the family what her father had, which was white. You take Amber Rose. Amber Rose, from day one, has always said that she was not black, she was white. But she still came into the black circle. And you guys welcomed her. You guys appreciated her because she was outspoken. You guys are the ones that gave her the platform. Okay, all she literally had to do was show a pretty smile and a pretty face and engage with the black men. And then honestly, to be a video vixen to them. Okay, until she finally married one and then she decided they had a divorce. But with either or, she slept her way to the top. And you guys still gave her recommendation until she insulted y'all and ended up saying that she is on the left wing side. And she's still staying there because based on her father, I believe her father, one of her parents is white. I'm not sure because the stories keeps on changing all the time. But I know that she's part of mixed race. When you look at all of these mixed race, did you ever see the appreciation or the qualification of them saying that they were appreciated of being black? President Obama, he never once talked that much about his family. We never seen his side of his father's family or even his mother's side of the family. But he kept on emphasizing because guess what? He went to the ones that was closer to him and the ones that connected him and furnished him and provided for him, which was his mother's side, the white side. His uncle, who put him through schools and gave him all the necessities that he is and even groomed him to become president or becoming senator or whatever he was before he became president. When you look at all of them, they are people that's caught in two worlds, and they appreciate the side that the world who always accept, the white superior side. Okay? And this is not racist. Kamala Harris' mother was Native. She was an Indian. But in her birth certificate, it was registered for her to be a Caucasian woman. Okay? And her father was black. But for some reason, I don't think she was that attached with her father. She probably knew of her father's side of the family and probably associated with them and so forth. But it's like this. If you have been raised by your mother's side, and let's say your mother's side was the white side, or outside of the race of black, you're going to appreciate that because that was a society for you to think that you win based on how your environment and how the way you trained. I mean, she went to all black college. That don't mean anything. Okay? I went to an all minority college, but which had predominantly Hispanics, African American, blacks that come from migrated from different countries, but it was mostly Spanish. Did that mean anything to me? It just knew that I was a black woman and I went to a place that I was able enough to be qualified to be enrolled in. It had my program. I was able enough to pass my subjects, get my state license, and I was able to go further. I went to Lehman. Lehman was a predominantly, they claimed that it was a predominantly Hispanic college. Okay, and I finished that, and even New York, what do you call it, city, and I transferred to City Tech and graduated from that. At the end of the day, it don't matter. Okay, I'm always gonna be that black woman. All right, appreciate my color. You could go into my father's side. He's a black man, but he has Panamanian, he has Cuban, he has Jamaican, he has all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. With Kamala Harris, every time when she paddles the black side, probably that's not the side she appreciates. And she knows that's the side that she has to go through in order to win for president. And, to all the black people, you guys think that, stop all the entitlement. She doesn't have to appreciate us. She doesn't have to acknowledge us, because as us in the black community, you think Trump acknowledge you guys? Trump only wants a vote. Trump does not care. And even some of the issues that Trump is telling you, he's literally telling you what he's going to do. That has nothing to do with the economy. It's about suiting his needs. But I don't see none of you black folks talking about that. You talking about, because she went to historical college, and you think because she's doing that thing. Ain't none of them are going to do anything for us. Once they get elected and they put their right hand and swear to the one on the Bible, and swear on the right hand and say they're going to do nothing but to serve and protect this country, she already know what she going to serve. She going to serve the other side of the team, which is not black. She going to serve, and also with her tradition of people from India and immigrants, she going to serve the side of the LGBTQ, because that's what she's been doing all through vice presidency. The economy, she's going to make it for the people, them to basically what they told her to do. And she has people behind the scenes that's telling her what she needs to do. And she's going to follow it, just like Biden had. Believe it or not, Trump had. Did Trump listen to some of the things? Yes. Did he not? Yes. No. Whatever. Okay? Neither one of them are suitable as president. But when you guys are trying to want her to acknowledge the black part of her, she's never going to acknowledge that. So leave it alone. And keep on pushing the forwardtive that she is. Okay? You guys didn't give all that energy to Hillary Clinton when she made tougher laws for people to go to jail, and it was mostly people in our ethnicity, especially people that was under the age of 16 and putting them in adult jails with the help of her husband. You didn't give that energy when Barack Obama was helping out the rich people as far as with the loans and stuff. You didn't give that much energy when the time when Trump could have turned around and cut our student loans. Okay? He turned around, and then Biden decided to want to do it. And every time when he tried, they kept on pushing him and telling him no. But you didn't give that energy when Trump kept on trying to prevent us from receiving a stimulus package, which was money that was supposed to be for us. And then you talk about that's Trump's checks, and he signed it. That was money that was supposed to be given to us. That wasn't money that was coming out of his pocket. And you guys don't give that energy when Trump has said racist things about people in Africa, Haiti, and various places that was black, and talking about how black people have a literacy problem. You guys didn't give that energy when Trump didn't even have only a small fraction of people in the cabinet. And each and every one of them he terminated or they walked out. You guys didn't give that energy when Trump tried to stop welfare, assistance housing, public assistance, and it was mostly people who are black. You guys didn't give that energy when he was taking undocumented people and putting them in jails and having the children separated from their parents, and there was some signs of human trafficking. Y'all didn't give that energy when Trump, in the middle of December, when he was in turn, when he was shooting out rocket ships and bombs that could have started a World War III. You guys didn't give that energy when Trump was disrespecting the Northern Korean. And that was another problem that she had wrong. She said that the North Korean was their ally. Yes, she had to say that, because if she turned around and said they were her enemy, that would have caused a problem. You guys have to read between the lines what kind of position she has to hold if she becomes president. She's not going to be always taking our side. She already said just because she's black, that don't mean she's going to help black people. Okay? Y'all need to take that in perspective. Just because Obama was a black man, you thought he took care of us? No, he did not.
So this is all I got from this video, and I am going to say this. I am really tired, very tired of seeing people come out here to say some certain things. Like, you see this election that it's coming is actually you that will decide whom to vote for, and stop coming online to deceive other people with your news or your um, whatever you have to say, right? Now, she is saying Kamala Harris is not for Black people, which might be true, which might not be true, right? But I am going to say this. If you have done your investigation and you think she is not for Black people, and you want to vote for the other person, do you, right? Enough of coming online to tell Black people or to talk about some certain things. See, nobody's holding you or stopping you from voting Donald Trump. Stop coming online to make it look like we are, you are trying to, say something that will convince us that, that this is whom you want to. You don't need to convince anybody. You don't have to tell anybody. And also, I think you all should at the same time do your assignment very well before coming out to lie. Because you all are now reading people's, like, somebody cannot even talk again, somebody cannot breathe again, somebody cannot do anything. When you answer a question, you are wrong. When you answer, you are wrong. So which one is going to help? Like, how do people escape all this? So I am going to say this, and I hope you all understand it, especially for people that have been online saying something not good about her. Nobody will beat you if you do not vote for her. And nobody will also beat you if you also vote for the other person. But time will tell. The truth is that the only thing I am very much concerned about is my own people. Anything that concerns them is something that concerns me, right? It's really been a long, like, Black people have already seen it all. A lot has happened to Black people, and Black people are looking for a better way to, cut off some certain thing. Project 2025 is out there. A lot has been happening. And I am sure that everybody is really, really, really trying as much as they can to cut some certain things. But see, whichever way, the truth is that you all should do yourselves. The only thing I can always do is that whenever that I need to render my voice or support, I will always do that, because for whatever I have, like, I've been standing on this business that anything that concerns you is what that concerns me. Anything you all want is what I am going to speak on, right? So I am not endorsing anybody, but whoever that my people, that gladdens my people's heart, it's somebody that will also talk about. Why? Because in the end, it is you all that it will affect, not me. It will affect you and affect me, because whatever that affects you affects me, but directly it will get to you first, right? Before it gets to me. So what I am saying in essence is that I am always ready for anything that will benefit my people. I am very, very much I absolutely will be on it 247. But the way the whole thing is going, it's expected because it's election, right? Um, you are going to see cons. You are going to see people that are out for business. You will see people that are standing on business. You will still see people that are standing on the ground or seated on the ground. So you just have to choose the one you want and run with it. And I hope that we choose what we want and run with it. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.